Hi everybody, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan with another video. Today I'm making Mediterranean baked sweet potatoes with a really delicious garlic and herb sauce. So let's get started. So I'm starting off with preheating my oven to 400 degrees. I've got about 2.5 sweet potatoes. I prefer the Japanese sweet potatoes, so I have a couple of those, and then I had a half of a regular sweet potato left over, so I'm just going to pop that on this cookie sheet. I cut them in half so that the baking time is shortened a bit. And then what else I'm going to do on the same cookie sheet is I'm going to roast some chickpeas in some spices. And the spices I'm going to use, and this is a half a teaspoon each, I've got some smoked paprika, some cumin, some coriander, and cinnamon. And I'm going to use a little lemon juice as well to kind of wet the chickpeas, and so the spices will stick to it. So I'll take my chickpeas and I'll put them in this bowl. Got about a half of a lemon. Just going to squeeze the lemon juice over the chickpeas, and these were rinsed and drained. Then I'm going to add my spices, and I'm just going to stir until every chickpea is coated. Once the chickpeas are all coated, I'm going to put them on the cookie sheet. There we go. Single layer, and I'm going to pop these in the oven, and they'll probably cook 25-35 minutes. So while the sweet potatoes are roasting, we're going to start our garlic herb sauce. I also am going to make a little topping, which is just a 1/4 cup of diced cherry tomatoes, a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley, a couple tablespoons of lemon juice, and a little bit of chili garlic salt to taste. I just whipped that together, and we're going to let that marinate a little bit. So for the herb garlic sauce, we're going to use about a 1/4 cup of hummus. You can also use tahini. I just happen to have this Engine 2 spicy black bean hummus, so I'm using that. It should be fine. And this has no added oils. It's low fat, low sodium. So I really like this brand of hummus. And to that, we're going to add about a tablespoon of lemon juice, a teaspoon of dill, and about 3 cloves of garlic. And then we're going to thin it out with some unsweetened almond milk. You can use water if you would like, but I'm just going to use a little bit of almond milk. I thought maybe it would make it a little bit more creamy. So using your whisk, you're just going to whisk all the ingredients together till it's the consistency you like. I don't think you want it too thin, but not too thick either, so just maybe a little bit more of the almond milk. And I think that's about the consistency I'm gonna like. Of course, you can make yours however you would like. So now we just wait for the sweet potatoes to be fork tender, and then we'll put it all together. So our sweet potatoes are fork tender and our chickpeas are all nice and roasted, so I'm going to plate this up. So what you're going to do is just flip these over and kind of mash them. And we're going to add our chickpeas. And we're going to pour a little bit of our garlic herb dressing on here. And then a little bit of our topping with the tomatoes, parsley, lemon juice. Looks really good. Okay, I think it's time for a taste test. Look how pretty that looks with the tomatoes and the parsley. Looks really good. So let's get a good bite here. I got some tomatoes, parsley, some of that delicious sauce. All right. A lot of really good textures in there with the tomatoes and the chickpeas. I can taste the cumin and the coriander and the cinnamon on the chickpeas. And that lemon juice just brightens it up. And the sweet potatoes are nice and fluffy. So it's a really good contrast of textures and flavors. So this is a winner for sure. So I hope you give this recipe a try. And remember, it's good for you, good for the animals, and good for the planet. Remember, what you put on your plate determines your fate. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you.